Hi friends, hope you're doing well. This is Gilberto with Ananda, and today we're going to do a 1 hour hatha class. It should be a balanced class. We're going to do a little bit of everything, some breathing also, and at the end we'll do our resting, our savasana. So you're welcome to do less, you're welcome to modify if you need to, as usual, and also you're welcome to advance and do the full posture, or do a little bit more if you feel like it. Okay, so let's begin. First, we'll start with a couple of salutations. As you know that I always like to start warming up. So let's bring the hands by the side, the feet as close together as possible. Relax the shoulders back and down. Okay, so activate the legs. And let's begin to breathe through the nose if possible only, or breathe however you can, but creating a little sound with the throat. So take a deep inhale with the nose. First, exhale through lips. One more time. Inhale with nose. Exhale lips. Now same sound, lips sealed for Ujjayi breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And let's begin. Inhale, reach up, look up, press the palms. Exhale, bend at the hips, reach down, release the neck, look past the knees. Inhaling, torso halfway up, flatten the back. As we exhale, let's bend the knees, step back to a high plank, the high end of a push-up. On the exhale, we can bend the elbows, keep the knees up for chaturanga, or drop the knees and come down into a modified chaturanga. Let's lower to the floor and then extend the arms, point the toes and lift off the floor for an upward dog. Look up. Exhaling, let's lift the hips up into a downward facing dog. Let's take a couple breaths here. Extend the arms, extend the legs, spread the fingers, the toes. Lift the tailbone a little higher and breathe as deep as we can. Really taking a deep inhale to expand the chest, and on the exhale, empty completely to cleanse out. And one more breath. Let's finish the exhale. Look ahead, walk forward, extend legs and back. Hands can be anywhere. Exhaling, lower the torso and pull the lower abdominals a little closer. Inhaling, lift the chin, the chest, the arms, and maybe press the palms. As we exhale, come back into Samastiti, an equal stance. Again, inhaling, reach up. Exhaling, bend at the hips. Inhaling, torso halfway up. As we exhale, let's step back and knees down or up, bend the elbows for chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog, point toes, look up. Exhaling, hips up into downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. You want to make sure the arms are extended, and if the legs need to bend a little, that's fine. So maybe the knees come down a little. Maybe the chest gets a little closer, maybe it doesn't. If the arms are bent, and they have to be bent, that's fine. Let's try and extend them, so really press away from the mat. Looking ahead, let's walk forward. Extend legs and back. Lower the torso again, reach the crown toward the toes. Lift the torso, reach up, and then exhaling again into an equal stance. Now, classical salute, palms together, we reach up and back. Exhaling, bend at the hips. Inhaling, torso halfway up. On the exhale, the right leg steps back, knee down, toes pointed. It's a long step. Now we can stay here or shift the weight forward and bring the hands to knees, thighs, or press the palms and gaze up into Anjaneyasana. As we exhale, palms come down. Let's step back to a high plank, high push-up. And then lower the knees, Ashtanga Namaskar. Knees, chest and chin down. looking ahead, lowering the hips, inhaling to Cobra Bhujangasana. Exhaling the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Now a couple of entrances here. We can either step the right foot between the palms or walk forward and step the left back, whichever entrance you prefer. Again, the left knee down, hand support or reach up, and then palms come down. Left foot forward, straighten legs and back. Exhaling, Uttanasana, lower the torso. Inhaling palms together, we reach up and back with a soft back bend, stretching the front of the body. Exhaling, hands into heart center. And now the left side. Inhaling, we reach up and back. Exhaling, we bend. Inhaling, torso halfway up. Left leg back, knee down, toes pointed. Maybe reach up or stay down. Then palms come down. Inhale, half plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin lowered. Hips down. Bhujangasana. Elbows hug the ribs. Then come down. Into downward facing dog. And again, either walk or step left foot forward. Rise on an inhale. Palms come down. Bring both feet together. Extend legs back, torso down. And rise up. Inhale. Then reach slightly back. Hands into heart center. Good. Let's take a breath here. Shoulders relaxed. Then let's open the feet as wide as the hips, not too wide. We'll press hands to thighs, shins, ankles, feet, or take the toes. You're also welcome if you want to press the hands with the feet, that's fine. Anywhere you want to keep the legs straight, back straight if possible. And if you're binding somewhere, then maybe bend the elbows a little and relax the neck. So we stretch the legs. Let's see if we can break the shoulders up and back. So we don't want to shrug the shoulders, we lift them. One more breath. Inhaling, torso halfway up. Exhaling, hands to waist. And then we lift up. And hands by the side. Alright, so we'll open towards the right side, or however you prefer, so you can still face and keep your feet on the mat. So let's extend the arms. And we'll do a couple of postures here. First, hands to thighs. The feet are pointing forward. They're parallel. And then straighten the back. We'll reach for our shins, or our ankles, or take the big toes. We want to keep a straight back here and try to keep the thumbs away from the mat. So we keep them up. Maybe bend the elbows out and pull ourselves down or stay up. And we want to activate the legs and press to the inseam of the feet. Neck relaxed. Elbows out, shoulders back. Stretching the back of the legs. Next inhale, we straighten the back. Exhaling, hands to waist. Then we lift the torso all the way back. Now let's turn the left toes towards the side to the front of the mat. And then drop the right knee. So drop the right knee here. Point the toes. Hands to left knee or thigh. We stay here on the exhale, we shift the weight forward into the front foot, and we relax the right hip. We stay here supported. Maybe reach right arm up, or both hands up for Anjaneyasana. You want to extend the arms, and if the hands are apart, that's fine. You can also hook the thumbs, just to stabilize the arms, and then maybe reach back. And then palms come down. Okay? Back toes flex, we lift the leg. We'll turn to the other side for the same posture. So left knee drops. Again, we stabilize here. Maybe shift forward. Maybe gaze up, stay here. One or both hands up. Again, maybe we hook and then reach back. We don't want to bend the back so much. We want to stretch the front of the body. We're stretching one side, and the right hip joint is also relaxed. Then we support. Come down. Legs extend again. Let's extend the arms. And let's go for a triangle, a trikonasana. We want to turn the right toes towards the front of the mat, and the left toe slightly angled in. Legs straight, arms extended, or you can bend the left arm behind the back. It's going to keep the shoulder relaxed. Reach as far away as you can, activate the legs, maybe look down, and then hand rest on chin, ankle, foot, or take the toe if you're into toe taking. You want to gaze up and open the chest, open the heart. Once we're here, maybe you can reach up. Reach up, that's fine. And maybe keep going down to where you find a good posture where you can breathe. Gaze down. Rise up in an inhale. And then we'll do the other side. We have two sides. We reach as far as we can. We hinge up to that hip joint. And we want to try and stack the right hip above the left. And the right shoulder above the left shoulder. Maybe reach up and maybe continue down. So with each breath, the posture may be changing. Maybe going higher, going lower. Look down. Inhaling towards up. And then maybe exhale towards the front of our mat. So now let's do a twist. And that's not the old dance move. We're going to step the left leg back and the left knee is on the ground, on the mat or the carpet. With the right hand, we're going to stabilize the right leg, and with the left arm, we're going to sweep it to the side and press either the hand, if this is where we are, or the forearm, elbow or tricep against the right thigh. We want to straighten the back as much as we can, and then the palms come together. And we're in a twist already. Now, we may want to stay here, or if we want to, we can try and bring the shoulder a little closer to the knee. Maybe coming down a little more. We can always look down for balance. Maybe after we've been here in a while, we want to reach left arm on the outside, and maybe reach the right arm up. So we stay at this stage of the posture, where we can breathe and enjoy. Now, we'll support on the knee or thigh, come back up, exit posture, and we'll do the other side. So, bring the left foot, and now we'll go to the other side. I'm going to go to the other side, you can stay on the same side. And we step the right back. So now it's the left hand that stabilizes the left thigh or knee. The right arm switches to the side, we begin to turn. It is the hand, forearm, elbow, tricep that stabilizes. And then the palms come together. And we're using this pressure to stabilize as a counter force so that we can turn. We want to turn from the central axis, from the spine, so we don't want to round the back. And again, maybe once we're here, bringing the shoulder a little closer, or not. Then maybe the right arm down, and maybe reach up. Look down. And then exhale and exhale. Okay, so now we got our twists. We have some stretches of the back and so on. We will do a warrior. We'll do warrior 1 and warrior 2. So we'll open again. And this is about a leg and a half apart. And we'll begin on the left side. So we'll turn the left toes to the side. And then bend the left knee. We want the left knee to be above or behind the heel. We don't want it past. Yeah? So extend the arms. Right? Let's make sure we're not leaning back. And also we're not leaning forward. So if you have a mirror somewhere, maybe you can check that out. We look past the left side in this case. And maybe if you feel like it, bend a little more. Then we exit that one. And now to the right side. So we want to align first and kind of test where we are. Not leaning too far. Maybe come down. The arms are reaching far. We're not crunching the shoulders are down. And the neck is also active. We're sinking. Then we exit again. Now left toes point again. And then we bend the right, then the left. The right foot is slightly turned inwards. That allows the hips to point towards the front of the mat for a warrior 1. So we bend and we make sure that the right leg is active. And we can stay here. The shoulders are an issue. Or reach the arms up, apart. Or together, depends on how you practice and what your body's telling you to do. And then we exit. Go to the other side. So again, left toes are slightly turned in. The body's turning. You can be here, perfectly fine. Bend the right, square hips, chest. And maybe arms up, palms together. And then we sink. So we explore the range of the posture. And we exit and come to the front of the mat. So we'll do a balanced posture. Want to make sure that there's nothing around you that can trip you or where you can fall. But if the room is clear or the space is clear, then we start by activating our balance. So first, hands to waist. Shifting into the left side, left leg. We bend the right. Eyes steady somewhere. I just want to bend the right knee. Activating balance. And then come down. And we do right side. And bend, activate. Great. And then come down. So now we'll go for the full triples. You can bend the right knee out to side, the heel against the ankle, palms come together. Either foot to calf, or press against the inner thigh. We stay here, or maybe reach up. You're welcome to open the arms if that helps out. And then we come down. Now we go for the other side. So again, heel to ankle. Stabilize. Maybe here, foot to calf, or against the inner thigh. Okay, so this time I'll do it on the wooden floor. Sometimes it helps to not have so much cushion under. So maybe again, heel to ankle, you can stay here.
or transition up to wherever you can hold the posture, and wobbling is okay, that's part of balancing. And then we come out. So now we'll go into some of the lying down postures. And let's enter, going through a sun salutation. Let's reach out, press the palms, bend at the hips, coming down. Inhaling, torso halfway up for Ananda Uttanasana. Exhaling, let's step back into a high plank. Right. Let's hold a high plank here. You can always drop the knees. Okay? Let's make sure the shoulders are pressing and they're active, and the upper back is rounded. The neck is long and pushing away from the heels. Right, so Chaturanga, either knees down or knees up. Slowly exhaling, we're going to come down. And then all the way down. Toes pointed, fingers spread into a cobra. And we want to make sure we're lengthening the lower back. So one more time. Chest ahead and up. We look ahead or we look up, it's fine. On the next exhale, we come down. Forehead rests on hands or the mat. Make sure you're not on your nose. And then maybe legs come together and the legs come up. Now hands can reach back and the torso comes up for a locust pose, savasana, or the palms gently press for locust B. And we lift a little higher using the arms. Slowly exhaling down. And then into a tabletop position. Toes flexed or pointed. Exhaling, we round the back into a cat position. Stretch along the spine, the back. Inhaling, we arch the back, lift tailbone, lift the chin, into cow. Exhaling, we round again, into cat. Inhaling, into cow. And one more time. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling to cat, pulling the abdominals in. Inhaling to a neutral back position. As we exhale, we lift the hips up and back into a short downward facing dog. So we don't rearrange. Right, let's bend the knees, look ahead, walk or hop forward, and then sit back. Right, so let's make sure we're on the mat. Lie down, bend the knees, and the feet are flat. Feet are open about hips width apart, they're not too far apart. The toes are pointed forward, and the arms are by the side for a bridge pose. On the exhale, we press the lower back against the mat, and on the inhale, we lift the hips, and maybe interlace the fingers under the back. The chin gets away. The shoulder blades come a little closer, and the feet press stronger. The knees want to come slightly together, but the feet don't move. The next exhale, we release and come down. We extend the legs, arms by the side. Let's bring left knee into the chest. Fingers are interlaced. We bring the left knee towards the left shoulder. Right hand, left knee across. We stack the hips. into Supta Matsyendrasana, lying down below the fish. We can release the left arm by the side and look past the left fingers. Take a few breaths here. Watch the back, watch the waist. We don't want very intense sensations, and certainly we don't want pain. Next inhale, knee comes to center. We release it. Bring the right, and interlace and bring it closer to the shoulder. Relax the hip. Left hand, right knee, and again, knee sweeps to the side, right arm extends, and then we look past the right fingers. And we breathe. Slowly inhale to center. Knees come to chest. We round the back. We want to rock back and forth to massage the spine. And we can also tweak it a little bit so that we can massage the sides of the spine. Then we rise into a seated position. We'll bend the right knee out to the side for Janusirshasana. Straighten the back, and we can be here, or the hands under our shin, or under ankle, or catch the foot, if it's accessible to us. And as you know, Betsy and I don't like to use props, and that's because we want to give the body time to adjust on its own naturally. So it's okay to be here and just activate some muscles, relax some muscles, and then eventually the body will come down. But if you have belts and you like to use some props, that's fine. Anything that doesn't get you too dependent and doesn't hurt you is fine. So it can be here. If you can reach beyond and bind, that's also fine. Or again, it can be up here. After a few more breaths, come back up. Okay? And let's do the other side. So I'm going to turn this way. So now is the left knee opening to the side. Right leg right off the hip. And again, we can stay here. Or lean in. Or hands under. Or bind, catch the foot. Or if it is there, then we bind. And kind of give it a stretch with the foot. During the practices, during the postures, we are also practicing concentration. So we gaze intently to a point, in this case the toes. And if ladies are looking at your manicure, wondering if it's time for it, and you have to wait a little bit longer, I guess. Don't worry, it's okay. So then at some point we release. Now we extend both legs. Now we'll do a little bit of core also. We want to make sure that our front abdominal muscles, hip flexors, iliopsoas, everything's active and we're taking care of it. So let's begin. Can reach back. Fingers pointing forward, fingers pointing back is fine. In my case, I'm going to point them forward. And then bending the elbows, we lift the legs. Now, if the feeling gets too intense on the groin, we want to bend the knees or we want to come down. But otherwise, we tough it out a little bit more. And cross the legs and sit up. Right, so now we'll enter a little differently. Bring the knees together. We lean back, straighten the back, and we extend the arms. So we can stay here for a couple more breaths, or begin to lift the feet and extend. Point the toes, chest forward. looking to the toes. One more breath. And then we cross, we come down. So now let's do a half boat pose, Ardha Navasana. For this one, we'll lie down. The lower back will be pressing against the mat. And a couple ways to enter, the easy way. Knees bend, arms extend by the side, upper back lifts. We're looking to the knees right now. We stay here or extend the legs. And look to the toes. Chin up. Very proud. Very active. Trying to reach, but don't hide. One more breath. And we come down. Alright. So we've been taking care of different sides of the body. We'll now sit in a cross-legged position so we can stretch the side. And for this one, if we can bring the right foot or ankle on top of the left, that's fine. If the knee is up, we don't want to press it down, we leave it here. As a matter of fact, if it's up, we support it. Okay? But if we can be here on the calf, that's great. If the knee is down naturally, or into the hip joint. Yeah? If you have a lotus, you have a full lotus, then this is also good. Just make sure the knee is okay. All right. So now on the left side, left hand by the side or elbow. We want to stack the shoulders and gaze up. Now this hand is not pressing down. We reach up. Take a couple of breaths. And maybe reach over. Okay, straight ahead. And then we rise. So now let's go to the other side. Again, the right leg is still on top of the left. And now it's the right elbow, hand, forearm, and reach. And maybe overhead. And right. Now let's do the other side. So we'll bring the left over the right, ankle, calf, thigh, or hip joint. Making sure we're comfortable. Okay? So we're not suffering. We don't need more suffering, especially not from yoga. So now it's the left hand by the side or elbow, shoulders stacked. Long spine, we reach up and gaze up. That's okay, we can also bend the arm behind. It's fine, so shoulders relaxed. Or we can reach over, looking ahead, and lengthen. It's good. Moving the body always feels good. Making sure we don't go too far. We come back up, and now for the other side. The right hand, elbow, forearm down. We reach or bend, and maybe reach over. So this is a different way of doing a side angle. Parsvakonasana, of course, we're seated, but the intention is to stretch the side, so we feel the side of the torso lengthen through the shoulder, arms, and then we come back up. Right. So now, let's lie down and begin with our inversions. And we want to first extend the legs up. Okay. We can keep them here if we feel pressure on the groin, hip flexors, core, anywhere, or back. Then we can always use the hands under our lower back to help us be there. If the legs are bent, that's great, that's fine. We're just after the blood flow Coming this way. And what we're doing is we're going to break down a headstand. So now this is half of it. Legs are up. And we breathe. Now over here we can point and flex the feet so we're not bored. If our mind is asking us for activity, we can rotate the ankles on the other side. Hopefully your ankles are rotating more than mine. And then at some point we bend the knees and come down. Alright. So that's part of the headstand. So now we'll get into a tabletop. Let's take some time. Okay. And while you're doing that, I'm going to tuck my t-shirts. Because I don't like my t-shirts right enough. If I do a headstand, if it happens today, you never know with these things. So now we're on the tabletop, and we want to place the very crown, the top of the head, close to our knees. And the head is touching the mat, of course, but there is no strain on the neck. You can keep the hands here, or to the heels, calves here, for a full hair or rabbit pose. Shashankasana. Okay, so now we can go into a Shas pose. Knees apart or knees together. Forehead against the mat, arm behind or in front. Whichever feels better right now. Alright, so let's come up into a tabletop again. And we'll do another aspect of the headstand, and that is the work on the back, the shoulders, and the arms. So we want to align the shoulders and the elbows, and then touch the elbows. Yeah, that's going to keep our distance. Fingers interlaced, and we bring the pinky finger in, so we can press down. So once we create our triangular base, again the crown touches the mat. At this point I'm looking past my heels. And at some point I'm going to stop talking. So you can stay down there with the knees down or extend the legs and lift the hips. So here we can begin to work our upper body, our back, shoulders, arms, to prepare for a headstand. And then come down, Shas pose. Breathe. Or, if it's safe for you, or maybe you want to go towards the wall, it's perfectly alright to go against the wall. Just make sure you actually hit the wall and not fall. But if you fall, that's fine. Just curl round and you should be fine. So if your neck is safe and the arms are strong and you could even support the weight here, maybe keep going. At some point come down and into Shas pose. We stay here about 5 breaths. and then come up. Now, let's get into an easy seated position. Any cross-leg posture will do, or any seated position that's comfortable. Let's bring the hands by the knees or thighs. Relax the shoulders and begin to pull down. So let's begin to rotate the neck. And the lips can be sealed or open, that's fine. Then reverse direction. We want to undo any tension that we may have created during the practice. Return to center. And we'll do a breathing technique. Especially right now, but always, we want to have our lungs clear, our lungs cleansed out. So one very effective technique is to breathe in very deep and expand the lungs, expand the chest in all directions. As we exhale, we use a little bit more force to exhale and pull the abdominals in. So the abdominal muscles help us to push the air out. Ideally, we will be as empty as we can be. We are never really absolutely empty until one day. But for now, we'll empty as much as we can. So let's take a deep inhale through nose. First exhale through lips. And again. Exhale lips. One more time. Exhale lips. So now it'll be all through the nose, again if it's clear. Otherwise, breathe however you can. So let's take a deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And one last time, inhale. And exhale. Long inhale, nose. Cleanse out. Make sure if somebody's there, you don't cleanse out in their direction. Okay? Inhale. How's that? One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Right. All right. Well, we worked on the body. We cleansed our breath. We have been trying to stretch, working the sides, the back, the front, the abdominals, everything. Stretching a little bit and kind of hopefully activating the entire body and moving all the joints. But what about the mind? The mind also needs cleansing. And you know, when you want to cleanse something, there's soap, water and soap. That's the best way. Well, there are some ideas that are just like soap. And in the sutras, we are advised that when a negative thought arises, we bring up the opposing thought and we hold both. And eventually they will cancel out and the mind will settle. So today, let's spend a few breaths just thinking of something that reminds us of beauty, reminds us of health, of freedom, of joy. Whatever your preferred thought that is. It could be going out and socializing again. Or it could be something beautiful, something that you call beautiful, that makes us feel, or makes you feel grateful and happy. So let's get into a straight seated position, any seated position that's comfortable. If you need to prop your back, let's go ahead and do so. And some of you may like to kind of touch index and thumb, 3 fingers out, If this helps you to focus, that's great. Or you can just rest the palms. Maybe even one hand on top of the other. So let's close our eyes. And breathe naturally. Relax our forehead, our eyes, our lips. And for no good reason, I invite you to just smile. And let's think of something that causes each one of us joy, happiness, peace, gratitude, whatever or whoever that is. You may stay there a little longer, or lie down to rest. If we lie down to rest, we allow the feet to find the corners of the mat, and don't worry, I'm not going to fall asleep. You're not going to see me fall asleep. But we just release the arms, palms face up, no tension. Relax the chest, the abdomen, close our eyes. You thought I had fallen asleep, so take a few breaths. And you're welcome to stay there. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you're well, and I hope you're taking care of the body, of the mind, and remember that we are one. Namaste.